Hello everybody, I'm back, and this will probably be my last video until possibly Friday, unless I can keep going or have time tomorrow morning before I leave. It is still Tuesday, and I just wanted to show you that I did get my gesso down onto my corrugated part, and I did cover, I think I covered this in the last video, with the glue, and I did let it dry. So all I did for the gesso was I put it in a little dish like this and shook the gesso really well, put it in my dish, used my brush. You can use any brush for this, but I thought that this would get into the grooves better, okay? And this serves two purposes. The first purpose is just in case I don't get it all covered, it's more white than it is brown. Or if I use a lighter weight paper when I'm collaging or what have you, then it won't show through so much brown. Okay? Although I'll be using a lot of like a beige and brown background. Okay? So far I've covered the front of our journal or back or whatever. And you don't have to really, you know, just kind of fold it so that it all meets. You know, don't really push it down at all, because that way you'll have a nice kind of rounded spine and you'll be able to put maybe 2 signatures in there. I'm hoping to get 2 signatures of maybe 5 or 6 pages of each signature. And then, you know, of course, decorations, tags, what have you. Okay, I want it to be chunky and I want it to be squishy. So there's one side, and now I'm going to turn it over, put this away, and put my glasses back on. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I already chose a few of the pages that I had printed for my other journal that I'll still be creating, likely with some of the same pages. My altered book journal that I'll be working on after this. And this is a design team project for Raindrop Lila, although I'll be using other images as well, and also a prayer journal for my daughter, Nicole. She had requested no Christmas journal. She wanted a prayer journal, so we're headed up to see her, and I don't think I'll have this done in time. We'll probably have to do it the next time we give it to her, the next time we see her, or for Christmas. So I picked this page out, and I cut the white border off. And then this, I don't remember if this was the same page. No, I don't think it was. Maybe. No. This is 2 different pages. I printed 2 to a page. So I chose 2 different pages, printed 5x7, 2 to a page, and I got this page and this page. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, because when I open my book, I want, and also I'm going to be using some fabric and lace on the cover. So, I don't know whether, like I said, I don't know which part is going to be the cover, but if I open it, I'd like it so that, say, this was here. Yeah, I'll probably have this be the inside. So this would be here when you open it. Is that upside down? Yes. Just make sure your pieces are right side up. So perhaps I'll open it on this side, and that way it would open like this. You'd flip it, it would open like this, and this would be, say, about here somewhere. Maybe. We'll see. But I think well, no, I don't want that there. I want that on the inside. So, because on my outside, I'm going to have fabric. Hold on one second, just so I have this right. I should have clipped it. So again, you're just going to kind of manipulate it so that you have it even, like so, and decide what you're going to have for the front side and the back side before you start, you know. I mean, I just covered it like this. So that's going to be my outside. It's going to be covered with fabrics and laces. And possibly a fabric print. I'm not sure. I may print on fabric. I may print an image on fabric. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so that's going to be my front. When I open it, I want this image. And then when I flip it, I want this image. Okay. So now what I have to do is collage the rest of it so that it's covered. Right. Okay. I'm just going to put, on this piece, I'm going to put inside left. And then on this side is going to be inside right. It's really dark. I wonder if I should turn on my light. Can you see all right? Let me turn on the light because it's late. And I think that might be better. Okay. So now I'm just going to kind of collage the inside with some papers I have, which I have a lot. I printed a lot for my book, and I really don't want to print anymore. I have lots to fussy cut, and I have a lot of fussy cuts already. So I'm using her Angel Kit, Raindrop Lila, and this is the Pretty Neutrals. The Pretty Neutrals, I'm using the Wallpaper Kit and the layouts. Let's see, Plenty of Tea Stained. What's this one? Okay, I'm just going to go with, I don't want to do it, I don't want to have too much of a difference. You know, I think I'll just collage it with this and then put these two back on. Okay, sounds good. I'm just going to cut this up and collage the inside and pray for the best. If I don't like it, I can take it off or start over. It's paper, and that's the great thing about digitals, right? We can do whatever we want because we can reprint it. I really wanted that writing, so I'm going to go over here. I don't know why. There's just something about writing, right? I'm just going to kind of get that white out of there. See, it says Becker, Smith, and Page Incorporated, Philadelphia. I just think it's cool. So maybe I'd do something like this. And see how my edge is not all the way to the cardboard. Okay? I'm going to be sewing around it, but if you want to glue around it, it's fine. It will just give you a nice edge. So if I did that, and then I did something like this, and then I cut this down so I could have this image and that image, or just do those two. Do I have enough room? Almost. No, I don't. So I'd have to, I love that because it's got this in it. I love this, and I love this. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put down this middle piece first. And I'm not gonna fold it until it dries. Then the next step will be choosing my pages. And I don't know if I'll get to that or not. I'm really tired. That will go there, I think. Yeah, that's the right, that's the left. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna, oh, wait a minute. No, okay. I'm just gonna put this here. I think I'll put this here. And I think I'll put this, has some writing on it too. It's kind of cool. That's over here, which means it wouldn't be so matchy, and I could get this more on the end. It takes me a few minutes, people, to collage, I'm sorry. But it will give you an idea. Maybe we'll do it this way. Yes, I like that. I do. I like that a lot. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to glue this down with what? I am going to use my, I think I'll use my Fab Shack, because my art glitter glue sometimes will come through and change the color. I don't know why. So I'm just going to put some Fab Shack in here. Make sure it gets in your slots. I'll be using my little scraper anyway. You can use anything to get your paper down. You can use, you know, an old credit card or a paintbrush or anything to spread your glue. You just don't want any glue like, I mean, I don't care if the bumps from the corrugated show. Actually, I may, well, no, it's too late now. I was going to say maybe I'll let the corrugated show, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to have some, like I have a whole bunch of scraps of, I didn't even do what I said I was going to do, like spread the glue. I'm tired. This will definitely be the last video for tonight. Maybe I'll throw one in the morning before I leave to go out of town for a little bit. And then we'll see if I have time. So if I, you know, choose my pages and stuff. I love being able to craft and show you what I'm doing rather than just, you know, do the whole flip through, which, I mean, I may work on this while I'm away by doing like some fussy cutting and things like that, but that's fine. And you don't have to make a prayer journal. You can make any journal with this. This is just, oh, I'm going to give you the measurements. While this is drying a little bit, let me give you the measurements that I'm using, just in case, okay? It is 12 14.5 long by 6 3/4 tall. So long and tall. All right, so this is 6 3/4, and all I did was cut the sides off the Insta ink box if you have one. 12, and this is 14.5. Okay, so 14.5 by 6.5. 6 3/4. That's what I'm working with. The thing about the Fab Shack too, and I know a lot of people can't use it, but the one thing about it is, I didn't really get that up as far as I wanted it to, but that's all right. Maybe. Yes. I know a lot of people can't use it, but it is forgiving, as you could just see. And I wanted that to be up along the paper so that when I sewed it, it would be up there before I cut the bottom. And I know this isn't really collaging, but for my outside, the reason why I did this was because every time I put my lace on it, you could see the brown. And then I thought, oh, wait a minute. After I covered it, I remembered I had some pink linen right here that I could put down. It's a pink linen napkin, vintage pink linen napkin. And I could put this down before I put the lace down. But I'm only going to put that on this side and this side. So the front and the back, not here. I don't know what I'm going to put here yet. I am actually winging this completely with what I've got printed already. I am not printing anything else. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of glue underneath here where it will catch that part. And just kind of go along there and make sure it's catching the whole thing. I just don't want to cut too much above that when I do cut it. And that might take a few minutes to dry because of the gesso and what have you. So I'm not going to touch it yet. All right, so this goes this way. This goes this way. So I want to now put, see, I don't want to do that. So, and oh no, I'm going to have to do this. Flip it around. This I can do. Okay, now I can do that. I had it the wrong way. Okay. So now I'm just going to hopefully make that fit. Yeah, so I'm just going to glue this down. And this will be part 2 mini journal. If you see it, I'll try to advertise it. The Wi-Fi here, I mean not here, the Wi-Fi here is bad enough, but I can just imagine what it's going to be like at the hotels. So, although my friend Angela told me to clear my cookies, and so hopefully these will go up pretty fast when I do have, you know, access to internet. So I just put enough on there. And now I'm going to make sure it's kind of spread inside those little creases because I want my paper to stick well. I don't want it to fall off. The great thing is my daughter loves to journal, so, and she likes the little things like her mom, which is nice. And I'll be giving an update on Lindsay soon. We'll be seeing her. And yeah, so as soon as I return, Friday or latest Saturday, I'll be putting up a video on both of them and tell you how they're doing and give you the scoop and tell you how I'm doing because I really feel like I'm getting sick, but We'll see. Excuse me. Have you been watching the collaboration? I did take a few minutes to watch Lydia. She had her video up. I forget what number she was. It's the Christmas collaboration by Rach and Bella Crafts. And this, oh, Carol Laws did a fabulous job as well. Angela Kerr's was great. She has a freebie on her Facebook site. If you don't already belong, you could go there and join it. There are so many prizes. I really hope I win some or one. These artists are fabulous. So I got that pretty good. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Now for this one, I think I'll do it this way so it's not, you know, so this isn't matching exact. So I'll do this way, and then I'll do this. And then I'll put, this is going to actually end up probably on top somehow. It might not be the whole thing. This will have to be the whole thing. Let me just check something here quick. So, this is right. So this is the inside left, inside right, because it's gonna open. Oh, I put the sun upside down. So it's fine because you can do it whatever way you want, you know? So I'm going to do it. It's gonna open. I'm going to have to put a piece here, but it's going to open here. Yeah. Okay. I may put that image there. I'm not sure. I definitely have to fit this in though, because it won't come all the way. So let me just put this here and remeasure this piece to make sure I have enough, which I do. And I like that I didn't do this on purpose, but I like that there's a stripe here and a stripe here. I know it looks a little busy, but it won't when we're done. Let me just get this like this. Okay, let me put this down. And that's all you do. You're just going to collage the inside, or not. You could put the same paper on. It doesn't matter. Because I mean, it really doesn't. You're going to be putting things on top of it anyway. I just decided to make it, you know, just a little bit more interesting, give it a little bit more character by collaging it. And I have some pieces of embossed papers, and I have some die cuts. Not a lot of die cuts yet. I've been trying to do my Christmas ones, but I keep getting distracted by other things. I scroll a lot, but you know that. And if I haven't asked you already, I really hope you're doing okay. Doing these videos all at the same time, I just feel like I'm just continuing, which I am, but I'm going to bring this over just a little bit. Oh, I don't want to go too far. I just want that stripe in there. And bring it over a little bit more. There we go. And just make sure you kind of press it in those grooves. And this is not a heavyweight paper, so you can still feel the corrugated, and it will still bend nicely once it's dry. Don't try bending it until it's dry. Okay? And you, like I said, you could use PVA would be good. Takes, you know, that works really well. It's just that this was right there, so I grabbed it. I should have used the PVA. It's cheaper. It doesn't smell. Anyway, this is what I used, so this is what I used. And I will be sewing it. Not that the PVA makes a difference. As long as it's dry, it really doesn't make a difference what you glue it with. As long as it's dry and your needle's not going to get stuck. And I'm not going to sew this now. I am going to show you a bag I'm working on that this is going to go into. I started it a while ago for a specific journal. I didn't know what one I would put in it. But while my daughter Lindsay was sick, I just took some fabric and started making this slow stitch, and I thought, oh, wait, if I finish that slow stitch, I can use it for a bag for this journal to go into, and it's going to be a perfect Christmas gift if I ever finish it. I've got so many things I want to do, but that's all right. And remember, if I do anything for Christmas or you know, specific, like a prayer journal or a mini journal or whatever, you can do it whatever size you want or whatever theme you want, you know. Wow, that fit good. I may have to cut that end off a little bit on that side. And then yeah, so that's going to open. Yeah, so I think somewhere on here I'm going to put this image, but I'm not quite sure where. I guess I have to wait until I start folding it, and I can't fold it yet until it dries. Now there's some glue here that I didn't get, so I'm going to glue underneath here. I hope I've been in frame the whole time. Oh Lord, I do this all the time. I pull it towards me, and there's really not that much room towards me. So just make sure your seams are nice and glued down, and let it dry. And if you get glue on it, let it dry, and then just take an eraser like this little white one and erase it off, okay, when it's dry. Anytime you get glue anywhere, any kind of glue, just get it off with a white eraser. See, I got a little bit of glue there. Now I'm going to take my foam folder and just kind of make sure everything's glued good. And I'll check this in a little while just to make sure it's nice and glued before I start folding. But I'm not going to fold this for at least an hour. I want it to be nice and stuck, and I don't want any creases. Okay? And I love how you can still, I know you can't through the camera, but you can still see the corrugated. I'm going to have to stick my small bottle of glue underneath there. This is some art glitter glue I just grabbed to get that edge, because I didn't get it all the way. So you can do that when you're done and just give it a good press. And it is kind of busy right now, but it won't be. I love it. I really do. And any kits that I use during each video, I will link below. This is the, I don't remember. I'm too tired. I'll write it down in the description box below. It is the Pretty Neutrals Layouts. There's also the Pretty Neutrals wallpaper, which is on this side. This is the layouts, okay? Portrait layouts. Not tall, skinny. Oh, good. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit. And I think what I'm going to do, because I'm so tired, is possibly get some sleep, choose my papers if I get up early enough in the morning, and show you that next step. If I don't, then I'll be back in the next video, which I don't know when that will be. So until then, I hope that made sense. Oh, the bag that I'm making, it's just, actually, this was part of a placemat, a pink placemat that I got at a thrift store. And then this is the other side. And what I did was, here's some of that pink linen. One of the pink linen napkins. And then here's just a piece of lace here. And a vintage piece of crochet here. Some crochet here. This is a doily. I have a few of those. This was little pieces of napkin that I cut up and added on top. And this I cut out of one of my old quilts. I made a heart. And then I left this, or no, I cut the fringe off and I sewed it across here, because it had the fringe on the bottom. And of course I had to make it shorter because it was a really long placemat. So everything on here is either vintage or antique. Oh, these aren't. These are just pieces of fabric that I had, but I liked them. I don't know if you can see the whole thing. Am I in frame? So these are just pieces of fabric that I had that I thought would work well. So then what I'm going to do is, this will flip up like so. And then I sewed this on. You can maybe see the stitching, okay? I cut it off, took that piece that I didn't need, and then I restitched this on with the machine, but everything else is hand stitched. And then this will fold over like that. That will be my front of my bag, and then that will be the back. My journal will fit inside along with some other goodies, and possibly I have a very small women's journal. I haven't looked to see if it will fit, but I have two, and I'd like to put one in there as well. It's actually a women's devotional. So I have to finish this, which won't take long at all, but I do love it, and I think it would be a great addition. So that's how it will go. I may put something under or over this lace. I haven't decided. And I haven't decided yet on how I'll close it. Maybe buttons. I may put a buttonhole here and here and here, and she can button it, or I don't know. But that's the front, and that's the back. A tall skinny would fit in here perfectly. But anything really would fit in here very well. See, I stitched all along, hand stitched all along that, the trim that somebody painstakingly made. That came off of something, I forget what. But everything is handmade. That quilt was beautiful. It is beautiful. I still have lots of pieces of it, but it's in bad shape, but I was able to get lots of pieces out of it to make different things. But it's just basically straight stitch and blanket stitch. And I forget what I guess I used a blanket stitch on putting this. I don't remember. I never remember anything that I do. This is just a chain stitch around here and here. And this is with variegated thread, so it's different colors. That's it so far. And I think it's pretty. I hope you like it too. And I hope it all goes well. So I think it will. I think it would be really pretty. So, and I'm going to wait for that to dry and erase it off. And then I'll start my next process, which will be choosing my pages for my signatures. I'll trim this off. I'll probably do the stitching and decide how or what I'm going to put on this side. I may do something like this. I'm not sure. Or this. Or this. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but I'm not going to do it right now because I'm really tired. So, until next time, I hope you enjoyed that video. Part 2 of the mini journal. Okay? So thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. And, oh, I also pulled out some of my medals. Some came from France. Most of them came from France. Some came from Germany. And some came from some, like, my brother, he lives in upstate New York on the Canadian border, so he got some in the mail from, you know, like his church and things like that. But most of them are either from France or, oh, like this one he sent me. This is from Catholic Charities. It says, God bless you on the back. So I'll be using, you know, stuff like this. Maybe some bits and pieces of jewelry. Just pull out what you have. Okay? All right, folks. Until the next time. I think that's really pretty. I like it. And like I said, this is going to be a lot of this is going to be covered. So, until next time, be well, be kind, and God bless. Love y'all. Bye-bye.